If you can dream it, you can do it. Niger Delta Petroleum Resources, Nigeria's first ever truly indigenous public oil and gas company, epitomizes this adage. Aret Adams, the founder of NDEP, and his early partners recognized that the empires of the future are the empires of the mind. Against great odds, their vision would unleash the power of genius, creativity, and innovation that would make NDEP the corporate and entrepreneurial success that it is today.
Aret was a man that lived far ahead of his time. He saw challenges, he saw solutions, and he saw greatness in anything, no matter how small.
NDEP's dream was simple but creatively bold. Build a successful Nigerian oil and gas company, owned by ordinary Nigerians, run by Nigerians, and for the benefit of Nigerians. The fact that this had never been accomplished before did not deter the early founders.
This is one company that I can tell you is truly owned by many Nigerians. And when I say many Nigerians, I talk about ordinary folks, not army generals, not politicians, not rich bankers or lawyers, just ordinary folks, teachers, retirees, pensioners, professionals, young folks.
In August 2000, following a farm-out agreement between NNPC Chevron and NDEP's production arm, NDPR, Niger Delta Production Resources Limited, the company acquired interests in the Ogbele marginal oil field in the OML 54 corridor. With an infusion of capital from early investors and a bank loan, NDPR began field development operations in 2004.
The place we have our facility was earlier acquired by Chevron, and they had drilled some wells here, but it was abandoned for over 12 years before we came, so it had overgrown, but we still had some stability on the soil. We didn't have the money to fix roads. Eventually, we got the locals to get some timber, some planks, to put on the road so that we could drive over it. But in 12 years, we've transformed this to something very magnificent, and we are very proud of it.
These guys believed in the dream. They put their money where their mouth was and is, and the benefits are there for us all, including us in Pillar, to reap today.
NDEP is an important pioneer in Nigeria's oil and gas industry. It is the first indigenous oil and gas company to operate a marginal oil field, go public, and set up a mini refinery. In spite of numerous challenges, NDPR has emerged as Nigeria's leading indigenous modular oil refinery.
We call their refinery the fifth refinery in Nigeria. They changed history. Before then, Nigerians were not in the oil business. After then, everybody wanted to own a marginal field because of the way NDP handled it. They operate professionally. Their reservoir management, their drilling operations, and every other activity they carry out is professionally done.
Its operating company, Niger Delta Petroleum Resources, achieved first oil in 2005. Since then, this innovative and pioneering Nigerian oil and gas company has gone on to produce more than 10 million barrels of crude from the 9 oil wells it has drilled so far. With a fully operating 100 million standard cubic feet per day gas processing plant, a 25,000 barrels per day capacity oil processing flow station, and a licensed and operating mini refinery producing to its installed capacity, the Ogbele field remains a fully integrated oil and gas facility.
We are firm believers in the ability of Nigerians to actually do things themselves. Keep in mind that when they came into the business, there were hardly any Nigerians producing hydrocarbons. Niger Delta has inspired a lot of other companies, has given many of us self-belief. But more than that, it's the fact that they came together with knowledge, with little or no money and the will to deliver. That's really what they've done to inspire confidence.
Today, NDPR has an installed capacity of 1,000 barrels of crude per day, with short-term plans to boost production to 6,000 barrels a day. The modular refinery currently produces diesel and gas. However, plans are underway to produce additional hydrocarbon products such as PMS, DPK, and fuel oil. In 2015, the World Bank recognized Niger Delta with the prestigious Global Gas Flare Reduction Excellence Award. Through an extensive network of pipelines, NDPR daily ships crude to Shell Oil and gas to Nigeria's liquefied natural gas company.
We are the first and only company, indigenous company, that's currently, exporting gas to the Nigerian liquefied natural gas company in Bonny. So it's something that we are proud of, and it's something we've achieved for a long time.
What makes us unique is the fact that we conduct our business at the same level as the IOCs, basically as professional as can be and to the highest standard prescribed by the industry. We have an exemplary workforce, a workforce that can do anything, that can achieve any heights, any limits you set for them, they are able to do it.
Niger Delta is one unique company that has its footprint extended upstream, midstream, downstream. It is not just about looking for oil, producing oil, and exporting. We have literally changed direction by processing each of our products, oil and gas, into higher value products.
NDPR takes tremendous pride in its corporate social responsibilities, and through a host community development trust is generating significant economic community development. NDPR's contributions to organic community growth include healthcare facilities and healthcare costs, educational development in the construction of schools, and the provision of scholarships, infrastructure in roads, electricity, and town halls.
We anchor development on the host community. The company sets aside 5% of its profit for developing the host community. There is no company operating in this country that has set out a specific amount of its profit for development of host community.
Prior to this time, we used the stagnant water from wells, dug wells, and that has resulted to waterborne diseases, for instance, cholera. But ever since that NDPR provided water to us, I think Otare has been a model to other communities.
This is a thing of joy that we have NDPR operating in our community. Before NDPR came into Bumeze around 2007, our school was abandoned by the government. Our pupils were studying church houses and market house. But the NDPR, through our trust fund, they built a standard school for us. They say when you train a woman, you train a nation. So if women are empowered, they will help their children to go to school. That's why it's necessary that this program should be a continuous program, that the women should be empowered so that they can help not only their family, they help the nation, and to curb also the crime waves.
Dreaming and thinking big about the future is embedded in NDPR's corporate DNA.
Niger Delta Petroleum Resources, they're one of our top customers in upstream oil and gas. We're very proud to be associated with them. We know them as customers who have integrity, and we have financed a whole lot of projects for them. And as we speak, they have met all their obligations as at when due. We are confident that they can do a whole lot more now and in the future.
Certainly in the next 3 to 5 years, we are going to go onto the stock exchange, whether that's going to be the Nigerian Stock Exchange or the London Stock Exchange or both, a combined listing. We haven't quite decided yet, but we are very clear on the fact that we are going to get the company listed.
NDPR is well on its way to making a Pan-African footprint a reality through the establishment of a newly formed company, Nile Delta Petroleum South Sudan Limited. The company will be a strategic alliance between NDPR and the State National Oil Company of South Sudan, Nile Petroleum Corporation. This is in addition to ongoing discussions in Mozambique and Angola.
I strongly believe that in the very, very immediate future, we really can transform ourselves into a truly Pan-African oil and gas company.
The many positive results and accomplishments of this 100% Nigerian oil and gas company are the result of a dedicated board of highly accomplished Nigerians, a prudent management team, a success and legacy-driven young workforce, community stakeholders, and Nigerian investors. Together, they're proof positive that if you can dream it, then you can do it.
Vote